What up, y'all? It's a 4-4 Heelz. We back. That's Steph Ronin. I'm Aaron McKee. It's WrestleMania week. Happy holidays to the wrestling fans. Good shit. And let's get started with a little SmackDown. We're gonna start with the GM in the ring, bro. Nick Aldis. He wants to talk to Mr. Randy Orton about the RKO, if you will, of last week. Yeah. And they get to talking, and then here comes maybe Randy Orton's WrestleMania match. We don't know if he even has a match, but Solo Sokoa, Tama Tonga come out. Yeah. We get Randy doing it. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Yo, it was hilarious, bro.
He said, yeah, Tama. But then this is just setting up the main event for later in the night. We get the megastar, LA Knight. He comes out, saves Randy Orton from the beatdown. They have a little promo. Did you get enough, Randy? Yada, yada, yada. Nick Aldis says, let's make it happen at the end of the show. Like most WWE shows start like that. They'll do like a little promo, a little skirmish, if you will, and it sets up the main event. Because I feel like a lot of times when we go into SmackDown and Raw, we don't know a lot of the main events sometimes.
No, we don't.
Keep them a secret. But this was an okay main event. We'll get to it a little bit later. Any thoughts on this promo?
Shit, hell yeah, bro.
Do you think Nick Aldis gets in the ring at Mania?
I mean, that would be dope if he comes out, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, if he comes out as Magnus instead of Nick Aldis. You know, WWE always do that, right? You never notice that? If they go from one company to another, they try to make their name similar. So it's like Nick Aldis, Magnus, Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints.
I miss the Starks though, man. Starks was way better than Saints.
Starks is way better.
He got to quit doing that pose though. I ain't feeling that pose. Bro? I don't like the pose. Man.
You don't like the pose, bro? You don't like the pose?
So crazy.
But yo, this was actually a very good promo. Nick Aldis is so underutilized in the WWE, bro. He should be more than just a GM. He needs to be a talent in the ring, cutting promos, getting feuds. He's a good talent, man.
Who's the better GM, Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis?
I'm gonna go say Adam Pearce.
Yeah,
Adam Pearce.
They could fight.
Ooh, and they both wrestlers, so it'll be a good match, right?
Yeah,
battle of the GMs.
Yeah.
So,
man, what's one of your favorite GMs of all time?
Oh man. Okay, let me see.
Not Vicky Guerrero.
Nah, not Vicky.
I think the best one ever was when they brought in Eric Bischoff, just because you were not expecting. You're like,
was
what?
Not expecting Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Teddy Long. Triple 6-man tag match, fighting against the Undertaker every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about this for size? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the worst GM.
Vicky Guerrero.
And who else do you think was worse? Because I got somebody you cannot beat.
I mean, Stephanie was really good because you love to hate her. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say she was a bad GM. Man, I don't know who you got. Who you got as the worst?
The worst GM in WWE history. No other than the anonymous GM from a fucking laptop, bro. Do you remember this
that
shit?
Was bad. Yeah, that was
Michael
bad.
Cole had to read all the emails, and I quote. That was the worst shit ever, man.
That was bad.
And this is when Hill was a heel too. This is when Cole was a heel, so that made it even worse. People would boo the shit out of him. I have an announcement, and I quote. He opened up that laptop, I'm like, oh shit, here we go again.
Speaking of Michael Cole, undefeated at WrestleMania. Shout out.
Oh, against Jerry King Lawler, yeah.
But how do you feel about Solo Sokoa? Solo Sokoa, kind of like he peaked last year, and now he's kind of just like an afterthought, bro.
It's not him. It's booking. Solo is Solo. Solo's great. He's great. I like him on the mic. I like him in the ring. He's a great personality. He has everything to be a great star. The problem is the WWE have this problem. They always have this problem of once you get to a certain level, they utilize you enough until they can't use you no more, and then they put you on the shelf. Yeah. And then you get cold.
Yeah, he's been cold since Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, he has.
Ever
since he lost that match with Roman and lost to Ulafala, he's been damn cold.
It doesn't help that Jacob's, that don't help. That don't help that Jacob is there, the bigger star.
Yeah. So
obviously.
Now we talking about that, man. Let's chime on this, bro. We touched on a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago. They need, and I don't care what no one say, fuck you motherfuckers. who say the Bloodline storyline was boring. Bro, what the hell was y'all watching? What the
People
hell
are
was
crazy.
y'all watching, bro? This is WWE at its finest. Like, to say that the Bloodline storyline was boring, that means you don't like WWE wrestling product. Because that is the storyline, the Bloodline storyline is exactly what WWE is known for. So I'm not sold on the Bloodline storyline is completely over but it looks like it. No one even mentions the word Bloodline. Even Solo.
No shirts anymore.
OG Bloodline.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Bro, not even Solo refers to his family as a bloodline. He just says it's the family.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm going to say this. If the story has ended, that's a whack way to end that shit, bro.
Just let it fizzle out. Just let it fizzle.
Well, Roman got the Ula father back, but that is the wackest way to end a almost 4-year storyline without it being the number one match that we all thinking. When we going to get Roman versus Rock? The true tribal chief. Who is the real tribal chief?
Hopefully 42, bro. My fingers are crossed. My fingers are crossed, bro.
And you know what? In this match, I can only imagine the promos between these two. Because think about it. The Rock is actually a real tribal chief in real life, right? Yeah. He is a billionaire, movie star. I mean, you talking about he got to do stuff to make the family eat? That's that guy. It's The Rock, bro. It ain't.
And that motherfucker winces every time he takes a sip of his tequila. Like he don't like it sometimes. Yeah, I'm like, he doesn't even look like he likes his tequila, man.
He's like, Terramana.
And he's like, damn good tequila. I'm like, your face didn't say damn good, bro.
No, motherfucker say, cut. Spit that shit out, bro.
But we're going to talk about on Word on the Street, time is limited. Someone might have said some time is limited for this match to actually take place. You know what I'm saying?
It is limited.
Yeah.
So is it, let me ask you this. If that match doesn't take place at WrestleMania, since time is limited, if it takes place at one of the other three main pay-per-views, would you be mad?
No, I just want to see the match.
Does it take someone away from the allure?
Maybe.
Yeah, it does.
But
a little bit, right?
Yeah, I just want to see. I could see this match on Sunday Night Heat if that shit was still around, bro. I just want to see the fucking match, bro. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I'm trying to get at is they're waiting too long to go through with this match. If I was Cody Rhodes, I think I would have let that match happen, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Seth Rollins in a podcast said if he had creative control right now, that'd be the first match he made. Roman versus Rock. He said, first match I'm doing.
It's so obvious, right?
That's what I'm saying. They've been setting it up for years, bro. Years. We'll see what happens Saturday and Sunday, bro. We might get a tease at it again, but you never know. I definitely thought it was happening last year when he said, should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at a booth? Or should I sit at the head of the table? I said, oh shit, here we go.
That's what I thought too.
And then the Cody cry. Dude, I love Cody, but I was not crying. I wanted Rock versus Roman, bro. I was not crying at all. I was like, fuck you, Cody. You can wait.
We're crying over here, bro.
What if it gets diminished in a triple threat with Cody? How would you feel about that?
It just, I don't want it. I said it last year. I didn't want no triple threat. I'm gonna say it again this year. I don't want no triple threat match, bro. That shit is.
This match has to deliver, though, man. It has to deliver when it happens, man.
It needs to come because it's going to be one of those matches because we got Rock versus Hogan, which was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We never got Sting versus Undertaker.
Nope. Biggest regret ever.
What's another one of those matches we never got that we would have loved to see?
I mean, maybe Cody Goldust in WWE. Nah. I mean, their match in AEW was fire.
That's the only reason why I'm like, nah. But if they didn't have a match in AEW, I'd be like, yeah. But
usually they deliver, but I think Sting Undertaker is probably number one. If Rock Roman never happens, that'll overtake Sting Undertaker.
Here goes one. Goldberg versus Stone Cold. You never got Goldberg versus Stone Cold.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Well, I mean, you don't know if Goldberg would deliver a good match. You never knew. You never knew.
But see, that's the whole allure of the matches. Goldberg's wrecking ball style versus Stone Cold's whoop ass style. You know what I'm saying? Which one was more effective? Because, you know, when WCW came out, they was comparing Goldberg to Stone Cold, saying the bald head, goatee, black trunks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was comparing him. So, that was a match we never got to see.
Yeah.
You know? Shit.
But, all right, bro. We moving on.
Let's get it.
The gauntlet match. We had Lyra and Bayley starting, and they went wire to wire.
Yeah.
We had teams like Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, which was one of the very few real tag teams in this.
Yeah.
We had Natalya, Maxine Dupree, We had your favorite group, the PFC, you know, and they are very against women showing their booty as well. And I think they definitely need to have Mickie James come in as their manager. Have you seen them talking online and shit?
Wait. Hold on. You didn't said a lot. Let's go back a little bit. Where'd you hear that from?
Bro, you haven't seen Zoe Stark and them tweeting online and their little promo on the internet? They're talking like you know, you saw the Rhea Ripley bikini picture.
Yeah.
So Zoe was like, there they go again, doing this for clicks, blah blah blah. She talks shit about Liv Morgan outfits. She's just very like, oh, these girls got to get clicks and show their ass and shit. Zoe mostly. And then they cut a promo online talking smack about how they don't get respect and they're not going to show their ass cheek. I was like, well, for one, Shayna Baszler need to keep that clothes on at all times. But it would be a good tie-in to have Mickie James then come in and be their manager, because she is the one. Maybe this whole Mickie James thing with the thing and all that was just a setup for this storyline. Because you know what they say, everything counts, bro.
Yeah. It's always the ones they ain't got nothing to flaunt. They get mad at other ones who got don't want to flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? It's always the ones, man. Like,
yeah,
it's always.
Yeah, you had that Rhea Ripley bikini picture, and like Zoe said something mad about it, and then Rhea kind of clapped back, and then Nia Jax said, "Can you get what was Rikishi's move called? The stink face."
Yeah,
she's like, "Can you give me the stink face again, Rhea?"
Nia Jax a little freak at that, ain't she?
She been gone a while too. She been gone.
I know, bro. I was doing the our thumb, and I was looking at the WrestleMania like different shit, right? And I saw that Nia Jax was in one of the actual pictures. I'm like, yo, where is she, bro?
Yeah,
like
she
been literally gone, fell off the face of the earth.
Lost the belt to Tiffany and disappeared.
You know what? See, I told you guys. We told you guys. The 4-4 Heels told you guys. WWE fans is merging. Everything is merging. Because what you're seeing right now with Nia Jax and the other superstars in WWE, guess who does that same thing? AEW. These motherfuckers come out, and then all of a sudden you don't see them no more.
Yeah. And Nick Khan says he ain't going to pay no one to sit on the sidelines. But I was like, Nick Khan, bro, you pay a lot of people to sit on the sidelines, bro.
He said that shit?
He said that one of the interviews, you know, taking all the shots. You know, we'll talk about that on Word on the Street.
Yeah.
Boy, Nick Khan.
Yeah, we got to get on that. Let's get on that.
No relation, the Khan bros. But what'd you feel about this gauntlet match? You know, it sets up the WrestleMania tag team match. Lyra, Bayley.
This match, honestly, I watched this whole match, and I really wasn't into it because I didn't know what was going on. But actually, when I actually sat and watched it, was actually better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Of course, Lyra and Bayley was going to win. Like, none of those teams was a competition to them.
I didn't think anyone else had a shot in that whole gauntlet, bro. Not the Secret Hervis. None of them, you know, none of them.
I'm going to ask you this, and I'm going to ask y'all guys this too. Do you like that when they do stuff like that? Like, you know, it's obviously like we know who's going to win. Something like this, like gauntlet matches or tournaments, like we obviously know this person is going to meet this person. We know who's going to win, and you still watch it. And the outcome is exactly what you thought it was. Do you like stuff like that, or do you kind of like it, like maybe if, you know, more surprise?
I would say, I mean, it sets it up for when they do throw the curveball. It's way more shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like this one was so obvious. And I would say the AEW, when they do the tournaments all the time, you really never know who's going to win them motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But in WWE, like, we knew King of the Ring last year was going to be Gunther versus Randy Orton. Like, we knew that. We knew that 100%. We saw the tournament. We're like, Gunther, Randy Orton. Makes sense. Boom. Let's go.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Predictability is good, so they can not, if they're unpredictable all the time. I don't know, man. I don't know. If they were unpredictable all the time, that'd be cool, though. But this was just way too obvious. Too obvious.
If there was unpredictable all the time, that might make the show always better. I'm just being honest.
Could be, bro. But we get the build up. Drew, Damian Priest. Damian Priest has had some goofy moments with his facial expressions and actions, and he did not disappoint after he gets DDT'd into the metal stairs with his eyes wide open, bro. I said, what is this man doing, bro? Close your eyes. You're supposed to be knocked out or something, bro. He looked catatonic, bro. I was so confused.
You know one thing I noticed about this feud? I noticed one thing about this feud. I was like, WWE is protecting No Pop Priest.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
How many face-to-face mic promos did they have against each other?
This segment was supposed to be that, bro. This was supposed to be a face-to-face.
Didn't they have one?
I mean, I can't.
When Drew was in the ring and Damian was like outside.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Damian was outside. It was kind of like walking to the ring, maybe. Yeah. But this shit was so funny because Drew jumps him. Drew gets the upper hand before he DDTs him into the fucking steel steps. They're taking Damian back. Then Damian comes back out and fuck around, and he found out. You don't fuck with Drew, bro. You don't fuck with Drew, man.
Yeah.
And I love Drew's little like when he does his hands up thing. That shit like, just makes me laugh every time. He's like,
good. And he comes back and starts molly-whopping that boy. Like, listen. Damian, bro, like, man, he's in purgatory right now. Like, I see it. And I've never been a fan of Damian. I never thought he was. I never got it. I never got the hype over him. I never saw it. I never, it's the eye test. Let me tell you something, wrestling fans, IWC, the eye test never fails. This is my point about Lyra and fucking Liv last night. It's the eye test for me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because I say Lyra is better than Liv in the ring doesn't mean that Liv isn't deserving of the spot that she's got. Because like I said, I seen her work hard. I seen her get to the spot where she's at, and she's doing good. But she still don't cut it in that ring, bro. She still don't cut it, Oos. She don't cut it.
She does.
And you know how I know? You know how I know she don't cut it? Because it depends on who she wrestles. It will determine how good of a match she has. If you're a good wrestler like Ospreay, it don't matter who the fuck you wrestle. You're going to get it in the ring. And that's one thing I like about Lyra. It don't matter who you put her against. Her matches are good, bro. Like, look at that match her and Dakota Kai had a couple of weeks ago. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
For the Intercontinental
Dakota Kai, another one who's sitting on the sidelines right now, too.
And she's very underrated to me.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota Kai, she can go in that ring.
Yeah. But Drew McIntyre has a thing for other people's jewelry because he rips off that chain around Damian's neck, man. Takes CM Punk's bracelet, takes the chain. We'll see if that something with that. I'm guessing Drew comes out wearing the chain. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Bro, he took that chain while he was.
Yeah, I said, man, close your. Well, I bet, man. They were like, you gonna be a meme forever, bro.
The motherfucker said, Triple H was like, hey man, tell him close his eye. Tell him close his eyes.
We get the next match is your boy Ray Phoenix and Berto.
Yeah,
great match. Yeah. Good shit. We get a little drama at the end with Santos Escobar. Kind of wanted, I guess, maybe recruit Ray Phoenix to the Legado del Fantasma.
But he ain't the only one recruiting. He ain't the only one recruiting. Who else?
Yeah.
Andrade.
Who? Oh, yeah. Andrade, man.
Come up to him after the promo, and then, here comes Berto. You don't know what you're talking about. And walks away, you know what I'm saying? And Andrade. Bro, sometimes when Andrade speaks, bro, like, I got to put subtitles on because
it's hard.
I can't understand sometimes. It's like his accent is so thick. And I'm like, what did he just say right there?
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's hard to hear him sometimes. It's hard. And he's another one we haven't seen wrestle a match in forever. Another one.
And it's one of those three guys I just named a couple weeks ago who didn't want to be in AEW because they didn't like where they was at in the position of the card and they didn't want to take losses. Look at them now. See, the problem is, let me tell you something, Andrade. You got played.
Yeah.
WWE said, we want your husband, Charlotte. She said, okay. You got over there, and Charlotte said, now I divorce you. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. He was
He's like, gotcha, bitch.
Charlotte burying him. She said, hey, bury that motherfucker. But he won the Speed Championship. I thought Speed Championship would be a little bit more relevant. That shit is so irrelevant nowadays. I don't even know who the champ is right now for the men. I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you.
Anything that's on Twitter, nothing's gonna come from it good.
It's like nothing's coming from it.
I remember this show they had back in the few years back. It came on Saturday mornings. They used to have green ropes. It was called WWE. It was like some kind of kids wrestling show because they never would show the wrestlers hit each other like fist, right?
Oh shit!
The only thing it was
like holds and shit.
It would show holds and it would show slams, but they would never show people fighting and it was completely a kid's version of the WWE. I implore you guys, if you haven't watched it, I forgot the name. Somebody give me the name in the comments.
Yeah.
Green Ropes, Saturday morning. It was like an hour-long show. It was the worst wrestling show I've ever seen in my life. The worst.
What's crazy too is I'm starting to feel like since with TKO, we talked about is TKO just doing a money grab. But like it's kind of like when the Marvel movies and shit went to Disney and Star Wars. it's just so much content. It's oversaturating it, man. It's like sometimes less is more. You know, I don't need a Loki show. I don't need a night show. I don't need this show.
Right.
It's too much to watch sometimes to be fully invested. You know what I'm saying?
Give me shows you want to pull off. If it's so much,
get rid of the speed.
Okay.
Damn sure get rid of LFG.
Right.
Get that shit gone.
Okay.
And you could.
What about Superstar Sundays? Lost and found.
Yeah, main event. I mean, main event's cool for like the pre-show, after show. That's cool. Keep that.
No, I'm saying on A&E Superstar Sundays they got the Lost and Found.
Lost and Found, the Lost Treasures and shit.
Treasures,
there you
right.
go. Yeah. Get rid of that shit. But Rivals is dope.
Yes.
And then Biography one is dope.
Crazy work. I like it.
But that's really not wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That's just I love documentaries, so I'll watch that shit all day.
Like, okay.
Yeah. We don't need a 3-hour pre-show for each night of WrestleMania. Don't need that.
3 hours, goddamn.
What are you gonna talk 3 hours, bro? That's insane.
Yeah, it's overkill. It's overkill. It is overkill. I think WWE needs to follow AEW and do like a 0, just 1 hour before the show starts.
Yeah,
have a couple of matches, be done with it.
You see, NXT's doing that.
Really?
And people are mad that Roxanne Perez is on the 0 hour match.
Why?
And I'm like, well, the people are mad because they're like, that's your biggest superstar. I was like, yeah, but she's going to be on the main roster really soon.
Yeah.
You don't need to push her on NXT anymore. You know what I'm saying? Once this draft happens after WrestleMania, she's going to be on the main roster somewhere.
Yeah.
Her NXT career is done.
Yeah.
Done, son.
There's nothing more for her to accomplish in NXT. You know what I'm saying? Like
she did it all.
She aced it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We get our girl, big fans here, Chelsea Green. She's out here, non-title match against Zelina Vega. And she gets counted out, and it wasn't supposed to happen that way, bro.
Bro, what was that? Like, I literally wrote, what was that? Was Vega and fucking Chelsea Green?
The ref looked pissed that he got to 10 and had to do the fuck. He's like, what the fuck you doing? He like had to ring the bell. It was, and then of course Chelsea Green sold it like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
though.
She had to. But I don't know what he said to her in the ear. Because when she got in the ring, he leaned over and said, hey, fuck this match
said, you're
up,
supposed to get the fuck back in the ring, man.
And she's like, no. But see, what do you think happened?
What I heard was Zelina was still supposed to win the match, just not in that fashion.
Right.
So I was like, damn, you was going to have Chelsea Green get pinned?
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks.
Because they're setting up.
It'll set up a title match.
Well, I mean, they're setting up for Vega to get the championship off of her.
You think?
For some reason, the WWE feels like Zelina Vega, there's money in her.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean,
IWC loves her, bro.
Why? Because she's a gamer and stuff like that.
Ooh, I forgot about that. She do the twitching and stuff.
Yeah.
The Twitch streaming, bro. Not that. Ain't she married to Alistair, right?
Yeah, that's her husband.
Yeah. So,
but
maybe they form a little dynamic duo.
Again, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Don't want to be rude, but boring is putting it in a nice way. When she comes out, I'm like, they need to do something with her. I don't know what. And this Puerto Rican with the flip-flop shit ain't working, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They need to have her turn heel, maybe. I think maybe that would get the crowd behind her.
She was heel. She was the first queen of the ring.
Yeah.
And that didn't go good.
Shit. They didn't do, that didn't do nothing. Her and Xavier Woods, it really did nothing for them, and they won it the same year.
They need to take the handcuffs off some of these superstars. Like, let them talk how they naturally talk. And I say this about Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Because since that promo with The Rock, remember that when The Rock came back? Austin Theory went out there
threw his Yeezys in the crowd, bro.
He said, "I still missing one." He said, "He still owe me something, right, bro?" I still haven't heard Austin Theory rock the mic like that since that promo. It's like his ATL came out when he was speaking. I gotta watch that promo again because he was talking some shit.
Yeah, he got The Rock with shut your mouth. He got him with his own line. That was good shit.
Yeah,
that was good shit. I think was Grayson Waller has definitely brought Austin Theory down a little bit, like because Grayson Waller is the mouthpiece of the thing. But let me tell you, bro, when Austin Theory was in NXT in Atlanta, bro, we would not stop cheering for Austin Theory, bro. That shit was so loud, bro. Damn. The crowd would not stop chanting ATL Austin, bro. It was so cool. I know he felt good. He was like, "We need to do more shows in Atlanta, motherfuckers."
Yeah, well, they need to put him on Front Street, bro. But it's amazing how once Triple H took over, they put him in the back burner. When Vince McMahon was in power, they will push him. He'll put the rock on that boy back and push him to the moon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It is so amazing.
Yeah. We get promos from your girl Naomi and Jay.
Lovely.
Good promos. Naomi's taking it to a whole new level, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Whole new level.
Did you see her hairstyle? She had number razor blades in her hair, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
dangerous, bro. Dangerous.
Look, again, Naomi, bro, they need to let her stick with this persona for a while. I'm talking about a couple years. Let her get her bearings under herself. Now,
who's next after Jade? You already know.
Do what?
Who's next after Jade? After Naomi takes care of Jade?
You already know.
Who's next? Bianca.
Listen, I want to see Bianca. I want to see Naomi beat Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Clean, no buffoonery, no trickery. Just bust her ass in the middle of that damn ring. But we know that's not going to happen because the WWE has got so much invested in Jade. She's supposed to be the next big thing. I don't think so. I don't see it, bro.
And Jade just lost to Liv in her last match she wrestled. She lost to Liv, so that'd be back-to-back losses.
Hey, you know what? You know what I just thought about right now? How good did AEW portray Jade on TV to make her be such a hot commodity that the WWE had to come and swoop her up? And then when they got her, they're like, uh-oh.
They're like, shit.
This ain't what we got.
Remember, they're like, we'll have her be on the main roster. And they're like, okay, maybe we'll have her on NXT. And then they're like, maybe we'll make her train for like 8 months before we actually debut her.
Yeah. And then maybe once we debut her, we'll send her right back to training again.
Yeah. And then we'll have Bianca protect her for a while.
Yeah.
Put her in some matches, have her come in, hit 1-2 moves, get the fuck out. Like, man, I hope they didn't pay a lot for her.
See,
hope they didn't pay a lot for her.
Look, they got plenty of money, so it doesn't matter. But again, when Jay came out in the Royal the Elimination Chamber and did that, everybody was googly eyed over.
I said it, bro. I said a star was finally born.
And guess what? No, it wasn't.
Fizzled out again.
And I told you, I said, bro, I'm gonna wait, bro. See, wrestling, you gotta wait. You can't just jump on that bandwagon right quick. Because look, it wasn't just you. Comment section, people was like, man, she's a star. This is that.
Finally.
What has she done since then? You see?
Not a damn thing, bro.
Hey, guys, take it from the 404 Heelz. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
All she been doing is talking shit on Twitter. That's it.
Oh, bro. Her Twitter finger games is good.
Yeah. It's real good.
Wrestle the way her Twitter fingers are. We might got something there, bro.
Only one busting these cheeks is Big Jim. That's what Naomi said.
Oh, I saw that. I was like, yeah. Big Jim said, yeet on that one right there, bro.
Naomi said, you got the ab filter. She said, you got the BBL butt injections. And she said, the only one injecting my butt or something is Big Jim. Something like that. Something along those lines.
Who said she had a butt injection? Who was that?
Jade, bro. It was Jade.
Let me tell you something. Jade, that's all natural, bro. I've seen that since day one. Why you think Big Jim jumped on that thing, bro?
Just crazy, bro. We get Cody Rhodes in probably the most disappointing promo I've seen in this build-up to WrestleMania, in my opinion. We get all the belts just lined up on the ring. Got the spinner belt there. I wish he would have, like, tossed the spinner belt or something. Did something with the spinner belt. Like, toss it out the ring. Like, no one likes this piece of shit. You know, something like that, bro.
Sum up that promo in one word.
Shit.
Okay. I was going to say corny, but yes.
Yeah, corny too. Corny shit. That's what it is.
That shit was so whack. That was so...
It was, hey, go fill some time real quick for us.
That's
and that
exactly
Cody
what it
was like, all right, I guess. Like, put the belts on the ring. I don't know what to do. Like, it was... And then he said, ask Brock Lesnar, who kind of whooped his ass the whole time. And then he's like, ask Roman Reigns, who kind of whooped your ass the whole time, bro. Like,
yeah.
I love Cody, but I was like, it fell flat.
Let me ask you this question, man. Do you honestly sometimes feel insulted by when you watch some certain things in WWE TV? It's like they insulting your intelligence. It's like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, just like that. It was like, I didn't need that. Like, we did not need that at all. Nothing.
It was pointless. It was so pointless. And all he did was put over the spinner belt. He put it over.
Yeah.
Like you said, throw that shit away.
Toss it. But Sam Roberts did make it good. He's like, for us who are older, like older 30s, you know, we hated that belt when we first saw it. We're like, this shit's corny, blah, blah, blah. But for like the people who were 10 years younger than us when that belt came out, they fucking loved that belt, bro.
Yeah.
which sucks because that belt is and the even worse one was the rated R superstar spinner belt. That one was even fucking worse,
hideous. That shit like a sticker was on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, for the youngins out there, the reason why there was a spinner belt in the early 2000s, hip hop was in a phase where it was all about rims, spinners, bro. spinner rims, right? John Cena being a rapper, make his belt a spinner. He did it with the U.S. Championship first. He turned it to a spinner belt, but for some reason that wasn't as bad as the fucking the title. You know.
But you got to think that was of course John Cena's belt. That was Adam Copeland's belt, and that was CM Punk's belt. You know what I'm saying?
That was Randall's.
Yep. The Miz, that was his belt.
Trips.
Yep. Yeah. It was. Oh God, it sucked, bro. It sucked so bad.
That was horrible. It looked like it literally looked like a toy.
When was the last time you saw some spinners on a car, bro?
Never.
I haven't seen them in a while, bro.
I haven't seen them since that period when it was in. Like, it's been a while.
That shit was a crazy time, bro. That's when I was in the Army, bro. So everyone was spending their check on them bitches, bro.
Really?
Oh, yeah, bro. Spinners, 25s, 26s, 28, however big you can get them motherfucking rims, bro.
Wait a minute. And then you being from Texas, right? Were you in Texas at that time?
Yeah, basically that whole time with the Paul Walls, the Mike Jones.
So you know about that slab riding and shit, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
Chopped and screwed, bro. Hey, chopped and screwed. Remember when they made the spinner rims, but they were like they would spin within the wheel? It was like the upgraded spinners. God, them shits were cleaned up.
They still spinning and shit.
Yeah, damn, that shit was crazy. But Cody, terrible promo, but we still love you, bro. Still love you.
Horrible.
We get Tiffy time, Roxanne, Charlotte Flair gets involved, bro.
Whoa.
We also get...
Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. Because we missed a very important promo. Well, a segment with the Street Profits. And
that's what
did Dawkins say? They starting to do this a little bit more. Have you noticed this? He said, man, you know what? Yeah, the IWC Glazers.
They call it Glazers. They called us out, bro. I loved it.
So, Nick Khan or Triple H, might I add, if the internet is stupid and you ignore the internet and it doesn't make sense, why are you injecting the internet into your show?
Yeah. Yep. And disappointing that Street Profits, like I called, I was like, they're probably going to defend their titles the Friday before fucking Mania.
And you did.
And that's exactly what's happening.
I give you props on that, bro. You called it again, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, that motherfucker was right. he was right.
Yeah.
He was right, bro.
And I think Chelsea Green is defending her title, I want to say, on SmackDown tomorrow night as well.
And you know what? I was thinking about this. I was like, I feel like the Street Profits, those tag titles from SmackDown should have been on WrestleMania, because I feel like they have more of a storyline than the Raw tag titles.
Yes. Fuck yes.
That's crazy, man.
Because the Street Profits are damn near way better than the War Raiders. That's for damn sure.
Yes. Now, what if we get a little bit of Street Profits versus the New Day? Title versus title.
That'd be a unification match? Or just, are we going to keep two belts again?
Nah, unify them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Unify them. Because the tag division in WWE overall is not it, bro, right now.
Yes. I hate when, of course, the Usos won both titles, so they carried both titles around. And then, Kevin Owens and Sammy carried both titles around. And then the Judgment Day carried the both titles around. But you never defend them separately. So just unify them motherfuckers. Yeah. Just one belt, guys. Yeah. One belt, guys.
Yeah, you're right about that. They never defend them separately, so.
And thank God when Roman got the new belt, he finally got rid of the other two belts instead. I mean, he carried around all three for a while. And I was like, guys, it's overkill. We know he's the champ of all champs, guys. But yeah, they called us Glazers. Hey, we're fans of the Street Profits here, though. So what up?
We are fans of the Street Profits. Hey, Profits, man. Hey, we told you a couple months ago, finish out your WWE contract. Head over to AEW.
Especially you, Montez.
Definitely Especially Montez.
You, Montez. And Angela, bro. Dude is athletic for being, not an athletic looking fella,
Hey, he can go.
Yeah.
He can go in that ring.
He's got a good move set. But speaking of athleticism, we get Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, with a little Charlotte Flair in there. Yeah. And we get we didn't see the footage, but we heard about a fight that's happened before the show. A fight that happened, but we didn't see the footage. And come to find out, the reason we couldn't see the footage is because WWE didn't record it at all They just let the fans do it for them, like they've done in the past at Bad Blood with KO and Cody.
Yeah,
I like that little strategy, but man, what if no one's recording? I mean, there's no way no one's not recording it nowadays, though.
See, this is why I say, and we talked about this last night. LFG, they pulled the curtain back too much because after you see something like that, and if it was no such thing as all these shows and pulling back the curtain, me and you probably thinking like, yo, was that shit for real, bro?
Yeah,
it wasn't on WWE TV. It was a fan recording. Like, did she really? And in the back of our minds, we're gonna know, no, it wasn't real. But it's good to speculate and to suspend belief.
With the shit they was saying, Charlotte might have threw a couple potatoes in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the funny part about that video was you see Angelo and Montez just walking in the background. They just watching. They're like, fuck this shit. They said, He said, all right, let's keep going, bro.
I think Tez even went over to fucking Tiffany to make sure she was good. That added like a sense of realism to it.
He said, hey, are you guys for real or what's up?
No, we just playing.
Yeah. But Tiffy obviously gets a win over Roxanne. That's predictable, like we talked about. But then, here comes Charlotte in some street clothes, handling some business, some business.
So we're not going to sit here and just glaze over Roxanne Perez and the fucking show she put in that ring, bro.
It was amazing, bro.
She made Tiffy look bad as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's levels to this shit, right? And Roxanne Perez, to be at where she's at, and she's called a prodigy for a reason. She was doing shit. I was like, bro, this is what it is. This is what you're supposed to do. Tiffy was sticking to her same old dumbass shit with that trash ass arm drag. She arm dragged her and rolled all the way through. I'm like, come on, bro. What we doing right now? Roxanne Perez out wrestled Tiffy. She out wrestled her. And if I was WWE, you should be ashamed of yourself for you to put her against Roxanne Perez, knowing that she ain't ready.
Yeah.
Tiffy ain't ready for that shit, bro. No. Let me see. Roxanne Perez is, first of all, I already knew that she's on point. And the reason why I don't mention her in the top women in the company is because she's in purgatory right now. She's in limbo.
Yeah.
Is he in NXT? Is she SmackDown? Or is she Raw? We don't know. She's everywhere, right? So when she does get to the main roster, she's going to be easily top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3.
You think she gets initial push to the main titles, or you think she gets like an Intercontinental run, a US run, something like that?
They're going to put the mid-card titles on her first, right? Rightfully so. But she's ready. She is ready.
Does Cora Jade come up with her during this draft? No?
See, Cora Jade is good, but she ain't on Roxanne Perez level.
Yeah. I saw some shit online that it was someone asked, should they bring up Cora Jade or Roxanne Perez? I was like, you're fucking stupid. That's no question, man. That's no question.
What kind of question
and they
is
already
that?
they already set up Roxanne because she's the longest running person ever in a women's Royal Rumble. She's got that record.
Yeah.
She's the long, like, you're not going to send that back to NXT. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you? You, man? I mean, she can go.
But my boy Wade Barrett, though, bro, he had to break up that shit,
So let me chime on this.
I was confused.
I heard Bully Ray say he loves it when Charlotte is in street clothes, fighting, hair messed up. He said, I understand she wants to look the part of being rich and, she like to wear couture and all that type of shit. He said, but I like it when she's in street clothes and stuff like that. And before I saw that take from him, I was watching this. I was like, damn, Charlotte's in street clothes, like jeans and a shirt. I haven't seen that in a long time because she always long time outlandish
funky
outfit,
ass
right?
shit. Yeah. Funky ass shit, man.
But it actually helped her character. It gave more of a sense of realism. Seriousness to her character. You know what I mean? But Wade Barrett stepped in that thing. You saw that shit?
Interesting, man. Interesting. Why? I know he was in the ring during the the last conflict, but I didn't get it. I was like, I don't get why he's breaking this up right now. He's like, you're gonna get fired.
Right. I'm trying to say, you're going to get fired.
Yeah. But it was good. I'm a lot more excited for this match at WrestleMania than I was 3 weeks ago. The old promo, it's helping a lot.
I want to be excited for the match. I want to be, but I can't because Tiffy's in it.
She gonna surprise you, bro. She gonna surprise you.
And look, I'm saying this, like, the way I was talking about Tiffany, some people are like, you're a hater. No, I'm just being honest. Like, listen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a good match from her yet. Can someone please tell me a good match with Tiffy Stratton?
Her and Becky Lynch for the NXT title when Becky Lynch beat her.
I ain't
That
see
was
that
a great match. That was a great match. It was in NXT. It was in NXT.
So it was a good match.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the fuck happened?
Hell yeah.
Why? Well, how did she regress?
It's the dance partner, maybe. You know? Dance partners.
See, again, that's a mark of a good wrestler. You can put Shawn Michaels in the ring, no matter who, they're gonna shine.
Yeah.
You can put Bret Hart in the ring, no matter who, they're gonna shine. Right? Why does it depend on the person you dancing with? It depends on what kind of a match. That tells me that you're not that good.
Yeah. I mean, she's new. She's green, like you like to say.
Right. But
so
more
let her
reason
be green.
for her not to be doing what she's doing.
But she's retaining, bro. She retaining.
That's like having a head chef fucking jump in the kitchen, only 2 weeks of training, be like, you know what?
Hey,
let's cook.
Hey, when the time is right, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get by.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And unfortunately, Tiffany ain't doing much. And I wrote down Charlotte has carried this feud.
Yeah,
she's carried this feud, bro. This is why they put her with her, because the young gunner with the veteran. But she carried this feud. But I deeply, unless this is some good ass acting, I honestly believe right here, I feel like Tiffany got under Charlotte's skin. It's some kind of way, bro.
Yeah, I think the crowd got under Charlotte's skin too, though.
They always get under her skin.
She was flustered.
Her relationship with the fans is something unique, because she's always had this love-hate relationship with the fans. Like, and then when they start booing her and she's trying to talk over the crowd, and you should never do that.
Yeah,
it just makes it sound worse.
Mm-hmm. And when she said, "What do y'all want me to say?" I was like, "Ooh, she shouldn't have said that." You never acknowledge that they're getting to you. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
We'll see. It's gonna. I mean, there was a potential she was gonna beat her dad's record just herself. I think she's like 3 away, 4 away, something like that. But obviously, Cena's gonna break the record first. But
of course.
But we'll see. We get the main event, bro. The new Bloodline. We'll still call him that. Versus Randy and LA Knight.
Yeah.
It was a decent match. It's just setting up, the U.S. title at the end, because, the Samoan werewolf comes out and wrecks motherfucking shop.
I mean, this was a feud enhancer for WrestleMania, because I already said it. I wrote down my notes. I said Jacob was going to come out and attack Knight at some point. I knew that was happening.
For sure.
Maybe we get a Randall's and Solo match at Mania, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, maybe. I still think it's KO, bro. I still think he's going to come out and be like, I want a match. Someone come out right now, and here comes KO. Sneak from behind, or he just comes down the ramp, bro. I want it more than anything.
And you know what? If that is it, that would be a brilliant ass fucking thing, because I guarantee you, if they do that, they will KO. Randall's and Triple H was sitting. They were like, "How can we build this match?" And somebody was like, "Let's not."
Yeah,
let's not build. What you mean?
Let's have it be a secret kind of type shit. Let it be an impromptu. Everyone would be like, "Oh my god!" Or maybe Aleister Black does come out, because they have been teasing it, or a Nick Aldis, and KO helps them beat Randy or something to continue the feud to Backlash.
Bro, can you imagine that shit? If Randall's come out there, he's spitting fire, like
pissed, bro. He's gonna be pissed.
I'm missing WrestleMania. I need an opponent. I don't care anybody in the back. I'm not leaving this ring till somebody come out, and then you get goddamn Magnus.
I think realistically, it's gonna be Solo Sokoa that comes out.
Yeah,
because they were just in this match. I think if I were a betting man and had $100 on if Randy Orton has a match at Mania, it would be Solo.
And you know what? And you're right, and justified, because as much as we do want to see Nick Aldis in the WWE ring, let's just give props to the man who has really had an outstanding year. Because WrestleMania is the show that's supposed to reward the wrestlers.
It's like a reward. Yeah.
And Solo, for him, if he misses his show, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because he didn't have one at WrestleMania 40, right? He just was in the main event, kind of helped a little bit. John Cena threw him into a table, but any last words on Smacky Smack, bro?
Nah, man, Smacky was okay. Like I said, it's a build up to WrestleMania, so I wasn't expecting anything much. But the match on the card for me, bro, it was a Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton, because I was thoroughly impressed with fucking Roxanne Perez, bro. Like, she was doing shit. I was like, oh boy, she's good. I can't wait for her to come up. Like, and she can speak on the mic. She's good. Like, she's the total package. And I can see why Triple H. I can see why HBK is kind of like, I'm gonna let you over here, but I'm gonna bring you right back to NXT. Like, she's a very, very vital part of NXT women's division. So,
and Booker trained her, right? She started at Booker T School, I believe.
Yeah, Reality of Wrestling. She trained with Booker.
Quacky Quacky.
He said, "Oh
But
yeah,
Raw, let's go. Sucky, sucky, quacky, quacky.
I like
Man,
that."
I love Booker. I can't wait for him to be on the main roster, like announce table one day, bro. They got to bring him up for something,
Listen,
bro.
listen. Go look at old fucking Booker T's commentary when he first started doing commentary for WWE. That shit was hilarious, man.
He would just say whatever the fuck he wanted.
I need to find that clip. There's a clip of a few videos of his famous phrases and clips and shit when he first started commentating. That shit is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Bro. That shit still have me busting guts, bro. Straight up, man. Like Booker T is a fucking fool.
Fucking hilarious. But we kick off Raw, bro, and it's the go home show. Michael Cole said he's gonna have a sit down interview with Gunther, and then boom, Gunther's music hits. He's coming out. Michael Cole gets in the ring. He starts asking some questions, and Gunther just takes over the promo. I thought it was one of the best promos we've heard from Gunther in a long time.
It was, bro. At one point, I don't know if this happens to you, and let us know if this happens to you guys too. I was watching. It's like when you get used to a certain monotone and pattern of a wrestler when they get on the mic, you just get locked in. You just kind of pay attention, but not really locked in, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of his promo, my antennas went like this. I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? This motherfucker, he getting it. He getting it."
He said, "Y'all, I'm a gift to y'all. I'm the greatest thing this company's ever had." Wow. Oh man, it was just a solid promo. What I did not like is we got a Gunther promo and a Jey promo separate from each other.
Right.
It's the go home show.
Yeah.
Touch some hands, do something. Someone get their ass beat, something, bro.
Well, it's the go home show before the go home show, technically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wrote a couple of things down for this whole little segment, and let me know what you feel. I said we already agreed this has to be Gunther's best promo I've ever seen, to be honest with you, right? Then I said, now that they built the feud between Jey Uso and Gunther, how would the match flow go at WrestleMania? And I mean by saying the selling, will it be the typical underdog match, which means Gunther dominates the whole match and all of a sudden Jey comes up from underneath? Will he always be fighting from underneath Jey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, will Kaiser cost Gunther the match, trying to help him? That would start a fucking feud between Kaiser and Gunther, because if you think about it, because of Charlotte, Gunther is a face now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
is this another way to get Kaiser back into the fold?
Yeah, maybe. I've heard some shit from when we check out prediction show, WrestleMania. I found some shit, word on the street type shit, that Jey may be doing a heel turn after this, bro. Maybe there's some heelish shit Jey might do this weekend at WrestleMania. And like you said, also the IW says confirms, but we all know that could be bullshit when the IWC says confirmed, or Wrestle Observer, or one of those, especially Dave Meltzer. But they did say this is kicking off WrestleMania Night 1, Jey and Gunther. So
I called it.
And bro, I'm telling you, the closer we get, I'm feeling more like Gunther's gonna win this match, bro.
And do you think that's what Jey snaps and become a heel?
Yeah, because he just can't get over that hump. You know what I'm saying?
Because now people are saying that Jey is the third member of this Rock and Cena shit.
And Seth Rollins could be one as well.
Seth, Jey, Cena.
The 1, 2, 3 at Bad Blood. I would love to see it, bro. I'm here for it, bro.
You know what?
Because you know what they said? They said that John Cena might have let Jey Uso win at Rumble.
Yeah.
And then who helped John Cena pin CM Punk for the win at Elimination Chamber? Seth Rollins with the curb stomp.
Right. What did Rock say at the NXT promo? He's what? 20 steps ahead. Who was number 20 in the Royal Rumble? Jey Uso.
God damn it, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Let me tell you something. If this does happen at Mania and he turns heel and that's how he wins the title, because
think about it, you could have Seth win the triple threat.
Yeah.
You have Cena win the belt, and you have Jey Uso win the belt. The Rock's at the top with all the top 3 people now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was gonna say something to add on to that. So what if we get a little coalition, a little conglomeration going on? You know what I'm saying? Cody, Roman. See, this is why I said I don't think it's gonna work.
Gunther.
But I don't see Gunther
that don't
doing
make
something like
sense.
that, right?
Yeah.
So what if we get a little conglomeration going on?
A little 3-on-3 at Backlash or something like that?
A little
Or
3-on-3.
SummerSlam?
What if Big Jim? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, yeah. I think, well, the build up for Mania has been okay. People have hated on it or whatever. But I think they're saving all the big shit for Saturday and Sunday, bro. I think we're going to be like, what the fuck did we just watch, bro? Yeah.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Speaking of which, live and direct, our live feeds, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, 44 Heelz, WrestleMania watch party.
Watch it with us. The later we get, the drunker I'm going to get. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, bro, you know what? I thought about that shit when you said the other night. You was like, bro, I got to pace myself, man. I was like, okay, you're right. That's a lot of wrestling to watch, bro.
So I'm going to want to wake up. I'm going to be so hyped. I'm going to be like, let me crack open one beer.
Yeah. You're right. You're right about that. So it's like a fucking holiday weekend for us. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Don't it feel like that?
I mean, it is a holiday weekend, but it's also WrestleMania weekend.
Fuck fucking Easter.
Fuck them Easter bunnies.
Hey, Easter bunnies can't lay eggs. The fuck?
I'm about to send my boss this picture of CM Punk pointed to the WrestleMania sign and said, "What you doing on this Easter weekend?" It just says that.
But you,
holla,
bro. My regional, she came in today. She was like, "Did you see the reservations for Easter?"
I said, "I bet they're a lot."
I was like, "It's over 100 something." She was like, "It's gonna be popping." I was like, "Hey, I asked you, did you want me to fucking work that day?" You said no. Enjoy my weekend. So
yeah.
Don't ask me to come in. Don't ask me to come in. Yeah. I work my fucking 10 days in a row. Fuck that shit, bro.
But we'll move on to the match.
Oh, yeah.
Liv versus Bayley. Did you see any potatoes being thrown in that match? Because I sure did.
Wait,
bro.
You said Bayley and who?
Liv and Bayley.
No, I didn't.
Bro, so Liv's like sitting there, and she kind of goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like the first one kind of hit Bayley right in the face, right, bro? And then Bayley kind of covers up, and then Liv kind of hits her a few more times, bro. And then you just see Bayley like hit her right in the back, hard as fuck, bro. I was like, oh,
receipt.
Yeah.
Receipt.
I was like, ooh, getting a little touchy there, man. Getting a little touchy. But Bayley gets a roll-up win with a little help from Lyra Valkyria, setting up what could be, and this is another word on the street I heard, bro, because who eliminated Alexa Bliss from Elimination Chamber? Liv. Who eliminated Alexa Bliss from Royal Rumble? Liv. Who's been missing for a while? Liv. Alexa Bliss. Who might cost the tag team champions their belts? Alexa Bliss.
As she comes up from under the ring as the female fiend.
That's what they were saying. A Sister Abigail type thing.
No.
We ain't doing Sister Abigail. Yeah. Because she's already, that's Nikki Cross.
Yeah, we ain't doing no Abigails.
You think a female fiend or just like the old Alexa Bliss character that was with the Fiend?
The only way they can save the Sesame Street gang is female if Alexa Bliss is a female fiend. I'm talking about the mask and all.
Think about the jacket she came out to every match she had. Fiend Forever.
That's what I'm saying.
She had, bro, I think we're getting Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania.
This is if she comes, they might be able to save that fucking Sesame Street gang, bro. They might be able to save Bert and Ernie and them.
And I think I saw online that they're doing a toy series line of the Wyatt Six coming out soon. So I'm like, there's no way they're done with these people. You know what I'm saying? You always got to look at the toys, bro. The toys give a lot away sometimes.
You're right. There's always the toys. You're right about that.
Yep.
Well,
so you want to see a female fiend of Alexa Bliss?
Hell yeah, bro.
And does she rule with Uncle Howdy or she rules over?
No, she rules over Howdy.
Okay. And hopefully Uncle Howdy comes back with a better mask.
And hopefully Uncle Howdy comes out with some LBs dropped from that waistline, bro. Damn.
Hey, bro, he got to get back in ring shape. You feel me?
That boy look like straight Play-Doh in that thing, bro. I was like, what?
So if that happens, bro, then Lyra Valkyria is a double champ, bro. Like we was talking about last night.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Hey,
crazy.
The rocket on her back, bro.
Yeah. Bro, and then we get a phenomenal match.
Wait a minute. Don't do that yet.
What?
Not yet. You forgot about one. Rey Mysterio versus Julius Creed.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
That's the one you said was phenomenal?
Bro, that match was... Julius is one of my favorites, bro. I love him, bro. I thought it was a great match, bro.
No, it was a good match. It just the way it was.
Oh, I said phenomenal. So you was going AJ Styles. My bad.
Wait a minute. I'm about to say that you jumped the gun.
No, I'm going Rey Mysterio versus Julius Creed and an appearance from the man El Grande Americano. There we go, baby. Finally won when I wanted it. My boy El Grande Americano, bro. That shit. He got the loaded thing, bro. He going head hunting, bro.
He was going around and busting people in the head. It's fun. Bro, let me tell you something. This gimmick is fucking fun as fuck, bro. Like, I don't understand how people got so butthurt over the fucking Gulf of America. You know what I'm saying?
You see they changed it back on his bio?
Yeah.
Pussies.
Come on. Come on.
It's causing heat, bro. Keep the heat.
Keep the heat going.
Do you, let me ask you this. Do you honestly think anyone with all the, I mean, I'm not even going to really talk about the Roman shit, but him and his Vanity Fair. Do you think anyone really will stop watching wrestling because of the Gulf of America or because Roman said he voted for Donald Trump? Do you think anyone's like, I'm fucking over this shit right now?
Yes. I think, look, whether it be a large number, no. But there will be people who'll be turned off by stuff like this because they all up in their feels. I mean, what is one of your favorite things like to remind me? Every time we talk about your boy, he was like, that's just funny, and it's fucking funny. When JBL ran him up for the keyboard.
Bro, he did a post about El Grande Americano, bro. He said something along those old JBL lines, bro. I got to look it back up, bro. He was down there tracking down fucking border crossers, bro.
He was jumping out of trucks and shit. He was like, all right, that shit was hilarious, bro.
Different time.
It was different times, but word on the street is, and this is true, Eddie Guerrero did have a problem with some of the things that JBL was saying to him in the promos leading up about green card and all type of shit, bro.
Got a little too testy. But it was funny because when Triple H was on Flagrant Podcast, and they were like, man, some of that shit was like inappropriate what y'all were doing. He's like, but it wasn't then. He's like, yeah, of course now it's very inappropriate the shit we did. But then everyone was doing it. He's like, the number one show in the country was Jerry Springer, bro.
Yep.
He was like, everything was acceptable that we were doing. In retrospect now, we look like pieces of shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I don't think so. In retrospect, a lot of times this generation looks like too fucking soft. That's the fucking problem. What Drew McIntyre say? What Drew McIntyre say, bro?
Pussies.
So no, bro. Like, what a time to be alive in the 90s, bro. Like, there was no censorship. It was no fucking, oh, my feelings. It was nothing. It was no cancellation. It was just straight. You took it on the chin. You kept it fucking moving. Made you stronger, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, look, think about this. Even in the earlier 2000s, you know another storyline that was controversial? It was We the People, Jack Swagger, and his new Zeb Coulter was his manager, which is Butch Dutch Montel, going against Alberto Del Rio, right? And their whole storyline was about Zeb Coulter was like, your people come over here taking all the jobs. You're not in here legally, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and that sparked a little controversy because they think the promos was the storyline was a little bit too, touchy.
Yeah.
But even then, it wasn't as what it is now, bro. This dude just said that the Gulf of Americano, these motherfuckers start tripping.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you get mad over a piece of water that you don't even fucking own? Do you swim in the Gulf of Mexico? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's just crazy. I'd be like, I want to show him a map and be like, can you point to the Gulf of Mexico, please? I would like you to show me where it is. Most people, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
Exactly, bro. Again, it's fake rage. It's this sensitive ass fake rage. It happens with all cultures across the board. And, it seems like it's more predominantly in the black community and the fucking Hispanic community. They get so butthurt. Anything that's just a little bit racist, they get mad.
And I think a lot of white people get mad for other people though too.
That's crazy talk. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. You're not gonna get mad at, bro. Matter of fact, that is true. The dude the old man that called me a nigga, right? The motherfucking white dude next to me was like, man, he was more mad than I was.
Yeah,
I was like,
see, I'm telling you, bro.
Like,
I'm telling you.
It's cool, bro. Don't worry about it, man. It's fine. That shit don't faze me.
We got to be like, hey, am I supposed to be mad too?
I told him the Paul Mooney joke. I said, bro, I said the word nigga 300 times a day. It keeps my teeth white.
But we'll see if Roman gets booed at WrestleMania. I doubt it.
No,
but
no.
We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
See, again, it's selective fucking who they want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Undertaker.
Fuck. I got a new word on the street because I just thought about that motherfucker. I'm going to put that shit on the motherfucking thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you kick this next match off since it's one of your favorite wrestlers currently who needs to get a little bit more airtime. Quick question. Did you see the promo after he lost that they posted online?
I didn't.
My boy said something like, yeah, I just lost, but you know what? I'm going to wake up to a naked Scarlet Bow tomorrow.
Woo.
She was right. He said, I'm going to be all right because I'm going to wake up to her naked next to me tomorrow morning. And then he just went on, and it was a good promo, bro. You got to check it after this.
All right.
But go ahead. Kick it off.
Yes, bro. Let me tell you something. First of all, perfect opponent to bring out Karrion Kross, right? And this is not your typical Karrion Kross. This ain't the gladiator Karrion Kross that Vince McMahon was trying to do.
Intro, bro.
The only thing that was missing from this package was new music. Now, great psychology from the start of the match. Why? When they first came to meet, you hear Karrion saying, hey, man, I'm just trying to help you. AJ's like, well, this AJ Styles. You supposed to be battling for us against who? Logan Paul, right? Great psychology, right? I've never seen Karrion Kross do this. At one point, when he hit AJ Styles in the stomach, and AJ Styles was like, laying down, and Karrion Kross going with him. You know what I'm saying? Fucking mocking him. Mocking him, right?
Just trying to piss him off, bro. Trying to piss him off.
At one point in the match, Karrion Kross tried to pick him up for like a powerbomb, I guess, right? It didn't go exactly as good, right? He got it in, and then the camera pans to his face. He says, you trying to sandbag me, AJ? What?
Yeah.
Man, that shit is fucking crazy. He is showing more personality in the ring. And then what about that fake ass injury, bro? Fake the fucking injury. Fake this fucking injury, right? AJ Styles showing legitimate concern. He fucking gets back up, does this right. And then the icing on the fucking cake. Great production. Again, the camera faces, right? AJ Styles lining up for the fucking phenomenal forearm, right? You see Karrion Kross smirks. Puts his hands behind his back like he was being sacrificed. Took that, and then when he took it, he didn't he didn't do like a hard fall. He looked like the motherfucker got knocked the fuck out. Like just fell like a bag of potatoes, man. AJ Styles wins the match, but Karrion Kross is the real winner of this fucking match to me, bro. This was great. I watched this match 3 different times, like in consecutive, because I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, this is what we're missing from Karrion Kross. Why the WWE did not put him more on TV, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with him. Is his contract running up? I don't know. Do they not want to put much investment in Karrion Kross because his contract running up just for him to hop to the AE dubs? I don't know.
Nah, I don't want to see that. I do not want to see him go to the AEW.
One of the things, it's the little things that I like about wrestling, right? At one point, before they went commercial break, they go outside. Karrion Kross just puts his hand up. Scarlett takes his hand and kisses it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the face. The face is always in the face. You can tell the story within the person's face. And his face, when she kisses, he's like, yeah. And he dominated the match. Just don't get it twisted. Karrion Kross. Oh, I'm sorry. How I like to say his name. Karrion motherfucking Kross.
And what's cool is I think Michael Cole said he got the pants made by the same people that make AJ pants.
Styles joints, right?
And Scarlett got some hands in, bro. She got some AJ's chokes, she got some
It's beautiful. If the WWE is smart, they will utilize this shit to the fullest potential. Like we talked about before, have Scarlett be to the women's division what Karrion Kross is to the men's division. The puppet masters, Mr. Sinister, making people just breaking up people left and right? To me, again, I haven't watched Dynamite. This is my motherfucking match of the week. You see? See, guys, listen. It's not all about, to me, if the match contains good wrestling, but it's the theater of it too. This is a perfect WWE match. This gave me old school WWE.
And this is kind of like, you're not going to get this yet from a Will Ospreay. Sometimes to Takeshita, you can see it a little bit, but you're not going to get it from Will Ospreay yet. He hasn't learned that, like, Roman Reigns, your face can tell a lot of stories in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know who does do good with that is Jon Moxley in AEW. He does the selling of the face, the crowd interaction. He gets you involved in other ways. I will say, him and Scarlett, like, if you didn't know anything about them, you could be like, oh, they in love for real. Like if you didn't know they was married outside the ring, like usual like valet wrestler, you can tell like Maxine Dupree with Otis and like that shit's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like this, you can tell there's a fucking deep connection
real
right
love,
there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Real love. And like I said, that shit had me hyped, bro. And it gave me goosebumps because I'm like, look at my boy. Look at him. He went and reinvented himself. Okay, a lot of wrestlers bitch, complain, moan, oh, I'm not getting airtime, and they're not giving me my push. They're not giving me good material. Karrion Kross had maybe 1 or 2 minutes backstage segments for the longest.
Yeah, he would just pop in at the last 30 seconds of someone else's promo. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes I don't even talk. Just his presence alone, standing in the back. Like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Karrion Kross, man, like he said on his promo, he said, whether I'm Karrion or I'm Killer. Killer Kross was his old name, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to work a crowd. WWE, you're dropping the ball with Karrion motherfucking Kross.
I think they're bringing the ball. They're starting to bounce that motherfucker, bro. I think they starting to bounce it, bro. I think
I just think they just picked it up. Okay.
Yeah, I think he said they ain't bouncing. I think we're gonna get a big push for Karrion Kross.
I am so disappointed in Paul Levesque for not booking Karrion Kross at WrestleMania in his home city, bro.
Yeah, but like we said, Smacky is in Las Vegas. And we got that Andre the Giant tournament, bro. I know it does nothing, but it's a little something.
Yeah, but great match. Match of the week for me. Again, I haven't watched Dynamite, but as far as WWE's, the match of the week by far.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not even close, bro.
Will Karrion Kross have a pay-per-view match this year?
Yes, he will.
Yes.
He will. He will.
Yeah.
Since they picked up the ball,
him
having a pay-per-view match will actually have them shooting the ball. But before they got to shoot the ball, they need to show him more matches on Raw. Like, bro, this is a great mystery to me. Why? I don't understand.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? The long game? I don't know, bro.
What did you think? What did you think about the match, bro?
It was a great match, bro. I was thoroughly entertained for sure. 100%, man. It was a great match. I love seeing Karrion Kross again. It was good. I'm glad he's away from Paul Ellering and the Final Testament. I'm glad they're finally gone. That shit was a waste of time. He just needs to be him and Scarlett. That's it. That's it.
Just them two.
Yeah.
Man. But yo, great shit. Karrion Kross, man. That was AJ Styles. I want to see that match again. I want to see them two go at it again.
Yeah. It'd be dope, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see if he gets involved in WrestleMania, bro. He might be involved in this Logan Paul match with AJ Styles, bro, because Logan Paul comes out at the end. Karrion Kross kind of helps a little bit for Logan Paul to get the upper hand.
Yeah.
And then my guy AJ Styles selling that fucking punch like Weekend at Bernie's, just being a dead body on that motherfucker. Bro, and Logan hits him with the...
That was good.
That was such a good sell by AJ Styles, bro.
That was a beautiful sell. But let me tell you something. See, the little things. Just like you said. You see what you're doing with your arm right now?
Yeah.
When he had his arm propped on his shoulder, it wasn't like, I'm going to grab onto it. It was all dangling. And that's the shit I'm talking about, Oos. That's professional wrestling. Yeah. You have to suspend belief. You have to make us believe what's going on is fucking actually happening.
Yeah.
Logan Paul don't do that. And I don't think we get there yet because he's still fresh. He's still fresh.
I bet AJ's going to teach him a lot this while they're building this match and shit. Logan's going to learn a lot.
I hope so. Look, I want Logan Paul to succeed. Yeah. But I'm not going to give him no goddamn flowers just because he's Logan Paul. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, bro. I'm not going to give him props because he's Logan Paul and he's doing flips inside the goddamn ring.
We got a little word on the street with Logan Paul Part 2.
Let's get it.
Coming up.
Let's get it.
But
all right.
Pentaverse Finn, it's just a build up to the quadruple match, you know. It's a schmaz, if you will. It's a schmaz. And everyone's getting involved, Dom, all this shit. We get a double spear, I wouldn't call it a double spear. It's a spear tackling two motherfuckers, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Carlito and Dom got speared together. That was awesome. But at the end, who stood tall? Penta. Penta stood tall, bro.
Doing this to everybody and their mama going to the ring, bro.
I'm glad that the motherfucking fans know when to actually say it now because the fans were jumping the gun on the Cielo. They was jumping the gun too quick sometimes. You got to let them come back down and then go. Like, you can't go, but they were saying it too early for like 2 weeks. I'm like, guys, it's the down that you say it, and then he goes down. But Penta stands tall, so I don't know. Who do you man. I'm excited for this match. It's going to be entertaining. At least it's not a 3-way. It's a 4-way, so you can have 2 over here, 2 over here, a little mixing and matching. I think we're going to get a lot of Dom and Finn situations that are going to be interesting.
Yeah. And I think this might be the straw that breaks the camel's
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I will say this. You know what I miss in wrestling? I miss the I feel like ever since Triple H took over, there's a lot of buddiness backstage. You know how you hear these stories about the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
How everybody was trying to outdo everybody every single night, and that elevated the whole fucking product as a whole.
It's like the NBA now. They all played AAU ball together. They're all friends. There was no like enemy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just the world we live in now, bro.
You're right.
It's just the world we live in.
You're right. But I want to see that killer competition. Like I want to see some Drake on some
Kendrick.
No, I want to see some Kendrick on like a control verse. Like he had years ago when he first dissed Drake and J. Cole and the other rappers. Like, I love you, but I'm trying to murder
I want some
you
Nas
motherfuckers.
ether. I want some ether, bro.
Bro, woo. Greatest to me. Well, before Like Us, that was the greatest fucking diss track ever. Was Ether.
Or what was that? What was the Ice Cube one? Ah, damn,
No
I can't
Vaseline?
remember. No Vaseline. That one was fire, bro.
Took on 4 different dudes.
It just murked them all.
But where's the competition? Where's the bro? I'm your boy, but I'm gonna outdo you. Like we're gonna put on the best match.
And see what they do too now is like, you know, like Sheamus has got his workout with Sheamus, so like he's bringing in different wrestlers. They're all friends, bro. Everyone's friends. You know what I'm saying?
You can still be friends and be competitive, a healthy competition. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you know. But they're too. I just feel like it's too much of that. You know what I'm saying? Where's the hard hitting, the motherfucking like, yo, we're gonna steal the show. Me and my dance partner, hey man, you saw that shit? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do better than that.
And I will say, like, Vince Russo did say that, like, he's like, it sucks that like you'll see like a podcast where the person is like a Seth Rollins or someone is in like he's just regular Seth Rollins, and you're like, man, I like him. And then you watch him on TV and you're like, you need to not like him, but like you like him because of a podcast. Yeah. Same thing with like you see Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, and Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor all working out at the gym together. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like I like Finn, Dom, and Braun Breaker about to be in a fatal 4-way. I don't need to see them working out together.
Yeah.
And like during the Intercontinental battle between Braun and Jay, you saw them they're like best friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard to be like, I know we got to separate it, and I can, but like keep it separate sometimes.
So let's go back a couple of months ago when I said I feel sorry for the new generation of wrestling fans because they would never understand what it is to feel like to think that shit is really fucking going on.
Bro, I used to want to fight people at school when they told me this shit was fake, bro. I'd be like, this shit is not fake, my friend. They fucking hate each other.
Right.
But really, you know, and then you get like, you know, you get the pictures of like WWE Raw before they go on and everyone's like working their matches in the ring before the show starts.
I don't like that.
And you see like Penta and Braun talking here. You see AJ and Karrion in the ring working over here. You see Dom sitting over here. I don't want to see those behind the scenes, but you know what I'm saying?
See, WWE treats their product like a fucking movie production. Mm-hmm. You know how every movie production, a movie, like they all go behind the scenes of the Avengers and shit. Yeah. Money. Yeah.
Money.
But I don't, but so that's why I ignore that shit because I don't want to watch that shit. Like, because I got an idea of how they put the shit together. I know. We've been around.
We know. We just don't want to see it. Yeah. Did you watch the WrestleMania 9 documentary yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it's funny because this is like one of the first times they have cameras doing behind the scenes shit, and all the wrestlers were fucking uncomfortable with it. Like you can see Undertaker being like, "Hey, what the fuck? What are these cameras record?" Like he's like, "Why are they recording?" They're like, "Oh, we're doing like a behind the scenes for like the build to WrestleMania." And they're like, "Why are you doing that?" No, they're like, "This is our private shit." You know what I'm saying? Like Undertaker's the king of one who keep that shit separate.
He is,
but it was just a lot of the wrestlers like, "What the fuck? What is this? What is it? I don't want this in my face right now."
Was it on Peacock?
Yeah, Peacock.
Okay, I gotta watch that shit.
It was good shit, bro. It was good shit. But let's get to the main event. Someone who does kind of keep K-Fabe alive. His name is Roman motherfucking Reigns. I say he does kind of keep it alive.
He do.
His internet personality, is kind of the same. This Vanity Fair interview is probably the first thing I've really seen where he's not in character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But great promo. We get Seth Rollins ruining it again.
Bro, Seth Rollins, bro, I saw this shit. It said Seth Rollins coming out look like a 90s R&B singer with the fucking from Jodeci with that leather jacket.
Oh, bro, he did, bro. He did. Kind of Shield-esque, but like maybe, you know, Shield's, I don't know how to.
Am I the only one when I hear Burn It Down and I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'm the only one that does that, bro.
Yeah. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. But the crowd still loves it. Bro? Yeah. The crowd still loves it. But
no, they love his song.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They love his song. They love saying, I mean, I'll do it if it goes on. I'll be in there all day.
Bro, you should saw me when I was at Raw when everybody was doing that shit when he came out, bro. I was the only one like that. I'm like, nah. I'm not doing this. I'm not owing with y'all motherfuckers today. Nah.
You're not gonna yell freaking Rollins when he said it. Nope. I'm Seth. Nope.
No,
he's like, nope.
I hate that shit, bro.
So if Seth goes with The Rock, does Paul Heyman go with The Rock? That's a tough question.
Yeah, that's a tough question. Let's say that he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would give Roman even more ammo to go against The Rock. So he might just do that. Yeah, he stole my wise man.
Yeah. Yep. And I heard a point online, since The Rock put the Ula Fala on him on Raw on Netflix, Roman's been kind of doing like not as hot, you know? He's been getting GTS. He's been getting this. He's been getting left in the ring beaten. Like he got curb stomped again. He lost the Rumble. So there's a lot of things Rock could be mad about at Roman. Bro, I'm telling you, we are in for a crazy time this weekend, bro.
Right.
There's going to be so many holy shit moments, bro.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I got my, you know, I hope you're right. Because I've been suckered in by the WWE so many times.
So many times, bro.
This shit's going to be fire and I'm getting, you know what I mean? So I hope you're right, man. For our purposes, bro. Like, you know. Which I did not notice this. This will be our first wrestling show we've actually watched live together ever.
Damn. Well, except for
TV on TV.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Except for yeah. But on TV, bro. Like this is the first one. So WWE better bring it this fucking weekend, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
but how'd you feel? Roman motherfucking made his decision, punches Seth Rollins right in the face.
Yeah.
Then pushes Paul Heyman to the ground, causes CM Punk to come out, Seth Rollins standing tall at the end. We get another Shield chair shot. They cannot get this spot away from anything. They're going to use it until it's fucking dead they just use it over and over and over and over.
Nice little callback. You know what I'm saying? But I really would have enjoyed this feud a lot better if Rollins wasn't in it. It just feels like he's just in it just to be in it. Like he's not. If you really think about it, he has no real fucking problem.
He just hates both of them. That's it.
Yeah.
He just hates both of them.
Right, but he had no problem with Roman until the fucking Rumble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the one. Well, it was funny because I haven't seen it, but the Rivals they just did on A&E was Roman and Seth, and Roman was in character. I'm assuming the whole time, but I only saw the clip. And they were like, he was like, at WrestleMania 40, I chose to hit Seth Rollins with that chair. And after that, I lost everything. I lost my belt. I lost everything. He said, and I would do it again 100 times over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not, first of all, thinking about Rollins and fucking Reigns, it makes me think about John Moxley. You know what I'm saying?
He's like the missing piece, bro.
He is.
Oh, man.
And as much shit y'all talk about John Moxley, if this motherfucker come back to WWE, y'all gonna be all over his nutsack. I already know it, bro.
Oh, dude. The crowd would go fucking insane.
Dare I say that if John Moxley goes back to the WWE because of that AEW effect, he comes back a much bigger star.
Yeah. Would he be called Dean Ambrose or would he keep John Moxley?
Fuck no. Yeah. John Moxley, bro. John Moxley. Dean Ambrose, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Would they act like he's the same character?
No. They're just gonna call him Dean Ambrose. You know what I mean? John Moxley.
John Moxley.
Call him John Moxley.
But would they be like, I think I know a guy that was like you.
But he had hair.
Yeah, he had some shit. He never combed it or nothing.
But this John Moxley is 10 times looks more ruthless and vicious.
Oh,
and
yeah.
more built. Like John.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say about Moxley, bro. As much shit he gets, as Jim Cornette calls him, the plumber. Crazy, right? But
Yeah.
John Moxley has really transformed his body. Like, he looks like he doesn't even wear tape, no elbow pads. It's just straight.
Yeah.
I like
him
John
and some
Moxley,
jeans, bro. Him and some jeans. That's it.
I like John Moxley.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
Yeah.
people don't get it, but I get John Moxley. I get it. I get what you're doing. I get it.
That'd be great. He would get a huge pop if he came back, bro. It'd be insane.
The king.
It'd be insane. Insane. What else you got, bro? You got anything else for this WWE
Raw
our go home show for WrestleMania, if you will?
I'm surprised we just gonna skip over the Jey Uso promo.
Well, I mean, they just played
Because
his music, bro. They just played his music, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
What did he say? He said, "People think I'm crashing out. I am." I was like, "Why the fuck did you say that, bro?" I'm telling you, Cody and Jey, bad promos this week, bro.
Yeah,
Gunther killed it.
And then just like Jey couldn't help himself, he came down serious, but he went back up yeeting.
Yeah, he came down serious, went back and gave the crowd what they wanted, bro.
And that's what I say. What did I say? I said, I better not see a motherfucking yeet out of fucking Jey after what happened to Jimmy.
He even ditched the yeet glasses this time. You know what I'm saying?
He did this with him. So
he yeeted, bro. Yep.
I don't know, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm starting to see a lot of cracks in Triple H booking, bro. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Hey, so's the IWC, bro. And you know what Triple H would say?
What?
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he says that.
I think he's gonna make it up this weekend.
I hope you're right, man.
People gonna be like, he's the greatest booker of all time, like they were, last year WrestleMania. It was so like everyone was so. This is the Triple H era. This is the Triple H era. This is so much better. I think we get those talks again after this weekend. Wishful thinking.
You know one thing I really dislike though. They call it Triple H era, but you know the true name this fucking era should be called?
I would say the Netflix era,
the Bloodline era,
the Bloodline era. Yeah, that's good. But the Bloodline started with Vince.
But it amplified it when Triple H came about, huh?
That's facts. That's facts. It took more form. We could just call it the post-COVID era.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, that's it.
After the Thunderdome era. That's it, y'all. That's our go-home show, WWE. We do have Friday Night SmackDown, which we'll talk about next week, which is the go-home show of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But we're going to be busy this weekend, y'all. Tune into the live stream. Facebook. No, not Facebook. Fuck Facebook. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Like, subscribe, follow. My God.
Peace.